everybody, and welcome to Unit 5 Test Prep. Right now we're going to be doing Lesson 22, Transformations, Level 4. So, look at our figure here. It's, well, what can you say about it? This is the shape of it. The first thing we're asked to do is to dilate at a 2/3. So what I'm going to do is find a few of the points. Like for instance, this point is -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6, 0. So let's just write this right here. -6, 0. If I want to dilate this at 2/3, then what I do is multiply each of these numbers by 2/3. So -6 times 2 is -12, and -12/3 is -4. And of course, 0 times 2/3. Well, 0 times 2 is 0, and 0 divided by 3 is still 0. So -4, 0 will be the new point. So -4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So this point, it dilates to this point. Let's take a look at this point here. This point is at -6, 6. So again, we know that -6 is going to become -4. 6, so we have -6, 6. We know it's going to be -4, well, 6 times 2/3. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So -4, 4 is our new place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This point has dilated to become this point. Let's do this one now. This one is at 0, 6. So 0, 6 times 2/3. 0 times 2/3 is still 0, and 6 times 2/3 is 12 divided by 3, or 4. So 0, 4. So here's 0, 4. So now we've got 3 points. This one became this one, this one became this one, this one became this one. I think you can see basically the beginning of the shape of our dilation. Next, let's figure out this point. This one is -9, 0. So if we multiply this by 2/3, -9 times 2 is -18, and -18 divided by 3 is -6, 0. So -6, 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This point moves to right here. So I think that pretty much does it for us, because we can see that this is going to go up to here. This is going to go up to here, and we've got our first dilation. So this represents the dilation at 2/3. Next, it says reflect over the x-axis. So the x-axis is the side-to-side axis. So what we're going to do is we're going to reflect this over the x-axis. So this point and this point are on the x-axis, so they don't need to move at all to reflect. This one is going to move somewhere over here. So what you do is you figure out how far you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do the same thing in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've reflected that point. So now this represents this one reflected. This one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got that point. So we've got that reflection. This one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you've got that point. And we're 1 point away. So this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got your final point. And we've got our reflection over the x-axis. So we've dilated, we've reflected. Next we have to rotate 180 degrees. Okay, 180 degree rotations, we haven't dealt with them that much, but they're not very hard. They're actually much easier than 90 degree rotations. A 180 degree rotation, what you do is you choose a point and you create a vector. Your vector, whatever it is, you create an equivalent vector on the opposite side of the origin. So if this one is 4, you do exactly the same vector right here. So this point rotates 180 degrees to this point. If you take this point, it goes this far. So again, you just do an equivalent vector, and it goes right there. That part's really easy. This point's a little harder because it's diagonal, but if you look at it, it's a 4 by 4 vector. So you just do another 4 by 4 vector, an equivalent one, and you've got your new point. So this point becomes this point. And we're starting to get our figure. If you look at this one, well, it's just 6, so then you go to 6, so that's fairly obvious. And this one is a 6 by 6, so you do a 6 by 6 out to here. And I think from all that, it's pretty obvious where our figure ends up. So that's our 180-degree rotation. So 180-degree rotation, check. Last one, translate x plus 2, y plus 1. So let's just choose one point. I'll choose this point. It says x plus 2, so that's going to be 2 to the right and y plus 1, 1 up. So this point moves to here. This one will move similarly, x plus 2, y plus 1, so it ends up there. This one, x plus 2, y plus 1, ends up here. Again, x plus 2, y plus 1, x plus 2, y plus 1, x plus 2, y plus 1. We've got all of the points. So this figure is our translation. It's the last part of it. So hopefully you're able to keep up with that. I think it's fairly straightforward, actually. The dilation may be a little difficult. Just remember to dilate every point, and everything else should be pretty simple. Hopefully you're able to follow it. Make sure to rewind if you're not keeping up, and eventually I think you'll get it. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the test. Bye.